Many people have been asking if Ideogram AI is a good tool for making storybooks. For a very long time, it wasn't clear, but recently, Ideogram released a new consistent character feature, and that has changed everything. In this video, I'm going to run an experiment to see if the new Ideogram AI consistent character feature actually improves storytelling. Storybooks need at least one consistent character to make the whole story work. So we're going to do the Alice in Wonderland themed storybook scenes to test if this feature really holds up to the hype. To begin, let's go over to the Ideogram website. Once we log in, the first thing we'll do is create our character. You can adjust the settings if you want, but I won't be doing that. I'll leave them as they are and just enter my prompt. If you'd like the exact prompt I'm using for this video, I'll share it on my website. You can find the link in the description below. Here's the main character for our story. It generated 3 different styles, a 3D style, a 2D style, and one with more saturated colors. I prefer the saturated one, so that's the one I'll use. Next, I'll go to the character page, click on Creations, and select the character I just created. You can see it automatically added the prompt I used earlier, but I don't want to use that same prompt again. I'll enter a new one for another scene. Keep in mind, the scenes I'll be testing are not just simple, basic storybook scenes. They're difficult, complex scenes. So without changing the settings, I'll go ahead and create the next scene. And here's the result. As I mentioned earlier, this is a very difficult scene to generate, but I really like the outcome. The character is consistent, the hair, the dress color, the facial expression, they're all in line. We're essentially creating an Alice in Wonderland themed storybook, and I like this first images. Now let's move on to another scene with the same character. But this time use a new prompt to add more characters and change the perspective. Here's the result. The character stayed consistent, though I noticed some changes in her dress. Since the dress had very detailed designs, that may explain why it shifted. I advise that if you're planning to use this for a storybook you want to publish and sell, I'd recommend using characters with simpler clothing. As you see, the detailed outfits tend to change from scene to scene, but overall, the character consistency is very good here. You can see now that it's possible to use the same character in complex poses and settings. So let's push it further. I'll change the scene entirely to see if the character still remains consistent. Up until now, Alice has been in a forest setting. Let's switch it completely to something new with different colors. So I put in a new prompt for a very complex scene of Alice. Here's the scene with Alice and the rabbit, plus the window outside. There are some errors here and there, but overall, it's an impressive and very complex setup. Most AI tools wouldn't pull this off, but Ideogram AI managed to make it work. Alice looks similar, though I noticed the length of her hair changed. The dress details weren't consistent either. So even though the character resembles the original Alice, it's not the same. But there's a simple trick that can help us fix it. This trick is the face swap option. Let me show you how it works. First, I need to download the scene I want to edit. Then I'll go back to the character page. Then I will click the image icon to upload the image I just downloaded. Once it uploads, you should click on the magic fill option. Now, I will select the character's face and hair. Then click Next. To keep things the same, I will use the same prompt I used to generate the scene. Then click Magic Fill to regenerate. And now you can see the difference. The character is back. It looks exactly like Alice again. The resemblance is much stronger. Even though the scene and color tones are different, the face and hair of Alice remain the same. This shows how you can achieve a perfectly consistent character with Ideogram's features. There are still some issues with the details on the clothes because it changes. If your storybook has a character that changes clothing every scene, this might not matter. But if you want perfection, you should keep the clothing simple. That way, it stays consistent. And with the face swap feature, you can lock in the exact same character's face, ensuring consistency across all scenes. So, that's how you can use Ideogram AI's new consistent character and face swap features to create a character that stays the same throughout your storybook. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and share it. And if you want to see more in-depth videos and experiments with the best AI image and video generators, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and bye.